Not just the community that's affected by a shooting, first responders are too. More than 10 agencies rushing to work together. I talked to the Crete Fire Chief today about how such a huge-scale operation works.
Take it in small bites, right? I wasn't in charge of the whole show. I was in charge of, we were in charge of patient care. And that's our focus, patient care. We're not going after bad guys. We're not doing that. We had patient care.
This video I sent into our Now Local News app shows a packed neighborhood in Crete. Ambulances arriving from at least 5 different agencies. The streets full of first responders and law enforcement discussing how to handle the active shooting situation. Crete-Fire-Chief-Tod-Allen says good communication is essential.
We have a great working relationship with Crete PD. He just told us this is where the patients are going to get to here, and so that's what we did. That's where we staged our people.
The massive response from surrounding communities is thanks to Crete's mutual aid.
That is just our brothers and sisters coming to help us because they know we would do the same. If Dorchester calls, if Wilbur calls, if Southwest calls, we're coming with everything they need. So that's the way it's supposed to work.
Allen says this kind of shooting and response is unprecedented in the town of Crete, but he says they train for this.
There's been a few times where we've had to have law enforcement protecting our backsides while we're doing what we do, right? And you just got to put your trust that they're going to do their job, and they got us, they're protecting us as we do our thing.
Allen says first responders take good care of each other after these moments of high adrenaline and horrific scenes.
We see things that most humans won't see in their whole life, right? And you just kind of got to know when you sign on to volunteer on a volunteer fire department, you're going to see some things that you shouldn't see. But after we had all our rigs back in service and everything was cleaned up and kind of everybody had calmed down, we brought them into the meeting room down there at the station in Crete, and we had just a talk.
Listening to each other is how they wind down after a big response like yesterday, and the floor is open for any topic. Allen says he hopes to never see another shooting situation like that again, but he would love to take his team for further training with other agencies to improve their response in the future.